Hello, y'all. Welcome back to the GR18 NASCAR Cup, NASCAR Heat Ultimate Edition off-season series. I'll get the name eventually. You know what? It's going to be. Oh, that's not. It's going to be the championship race at Charlotte. Yeah, at Charlotte, and I'm finally going to get it. I promise. All right. Well, we're not at Charlotte right now. We're currently in Bristol, Tennessee. This is going to end our short little streak of short tracks here, starting last week at Richmond, Friday night at Martinsville, today, Saturday afternoon. This is not the Bristol night race. That, I believe, will be later. We will have a Bristol night race. So that is today's thing. And tomorrow we are going to Kansas, and it's going to be a night race. So hopefully you guys don't have school tomorrow for the Digital Ally 400. And we're going to race at Dover. I actually have a different brand for that one, since it's a specialty event. It was the 100th Cup race at Dover. There's lots of Autism Speaks things around here because that was the sponsor back in 2017. Well, I decided I'm not going to support a terrible autism group. I'm going to support ASAN, I think that's how you say it, ASAN. So that is going to be the sponsor of that race. But we're not at Dover yet. We're not at any of these tracks yet. But we are getting there. We're getting close. Today, we are going to be racing at Bristol. Now, I am going to make a few quick settings. First, we are not going to go auto hard anymore. Why? Because it's fine. It provides good racing in the back. But the leaders get like I did back when I was on auto, which is not good. That's not what I want. So we're going to go to custom here. We're going to go, mostly, I think I run a lot in, what's the lowest and what's the highest? Okay, it could go pretty low. Normally I think the speed ratings are about like 98, 99 for me. So I'm going to put it at 98. We're going to see how that works for the rest of the season until hopefully the championship race at Charlotte. We're just going to be messing around with the difficulty until we get a good on, oh hey, is this going to be ridiculous or ridiculous? So either way, we'll find something. And one more change is we are going to change how we do qualifying. You guys really don't watch qualifying because it's session qualifying. And that takes forever. I'm going to do quick qualifying, and I will show the qualifying here on the race. That is not... Save and continue. Alrighty. I don't know what I did, but I broke the game by having those settings. So, that's great. Okay, so while I'm waiting 5.5 hours for this loading screen, and I'm probably going to have to cover my speakers so that way the music doesn't play, who remembers Martinsville from last night? Yeah, that was pretty caution-filled. We came out of there third, I think it was. And a lot of that was because I drove pretty aggressive. I completely destroyed the entire field. I think a lot of drivers are very upsetty spaghetti with me. I would too, honestly. I'm pretty sure I have lost every single fan in the stand. Kyle Busch is no longer the least popular driver. That goes to me. I'm still driving the 18 Mars car, so the least popular driver has not changed seats or sponsors. Okay, I'm going to do race now. I swear if this crashes... No, not race now, sorry. Race mode. I swear if this crashes mid-race, I will sob. It'd be funny. Okay, so considering it has my throwback paint scheme, which I ran at Martinsville, I'm going to boldly assume, yeah, auto hard. I don't want auto hard. I want custom, what do we say it was? 98? Yeah, I think we decided 98. Normal. And no more session qualifying. We're going to do quick qualifying, so that way I can show you guys. Save and continue. Okay, then. I am going to restart my Switch. I will be right back. It seems like we've already had some crashing before the race even started. I'm so funny. Okay, we're going to try this again. Race modes. This one. Championship. Gotcha Racing Cup. Championship mode settings. Maybe it's the number placement. It's freaking out because of that. Okay. Auto hard is going to be 98. Everything is going to stay the same here. Qualifying is going to be quick qualifying. Save and continue. I restarted the Switch. Are you kidding me? What is your issue? What keeps breaking? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, maybe I won't do quick qualifying. No, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one thing at a time. First, we're gonna adjust the difficulty. We're then gonna save that, right? So when we save that, we will go back and we will say, hey, we also want a singular thing of qualifying. I'm honestly just wasting the same amount of time I would if I did session qualifying, honestly. This might become my longest video ever just because I'm just recording me getting frustrated for lols. For everyone who showed up for a Bristol race, get ready for lots of crashing. From either the Switch or the literal race. I have no idea. But we'll find out. Why is the speaker only loud when it's trying to play music? No, I don't want to have copyright strikes. I'm not in the mood for copyright strikes. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do, right? Loading screens take forever in this game. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do You're done? No more music? Okay, good. Excuse me. We're going to do one thing at a time. Okay? Maybe it can comprehend that. I just think that the Switch has a hard time trying to figure out why I'm spending like 6 hours a day racing. I think my brain would also like to question why I'm doing that. Race modes. Okay? What if we did options? We did options here? Okay. No, that's just in general. Okay, that's just general gameplay. So, championship. Accept. Championship mode settings. And we're going to change one thing at a time. First is going to be AI difficulty. Custom. Okay, back. Save and continue. Okay, so maybe it's the difficulty that's crashing the game. I guess we're gonna have to go back to auto and see how that works, huh? Okay then, I guess we're gonna go back to auto. Okay, I really want to make a video about what I want in a peak NASCAR game. One of those things is trivia and loading screens. Bring that back from the Eutechnics days, because I thought Inside Line having the trivia, oh my gosh, that is so fun. It's like, oh man, I have to test out my NASCAR skills. Am I really as big of a NASCAR fan as I say I am? My favorite's like, oh hey, what driver in like 2012 did this? I'm like, I don't know, I didn't start watching NASCAR until 2017. My favorite is the one that it specifically says, which driver has won the most NASCAR races in all top 3 series? So the Cup Series, Xfinity Series, Truck Series. It has like Richard Petty, some other guy, and Kyle Busch. You have no idea how hard it is for me to not hit Kyle Busch, because it's like as of 2012, and I have to go back and remember that Kyle Busch didn't get the 200 wins overall until, oh shoot, what was that, 2019? So, that is so hard. It's just like, oh, it's Kyle. No, it's not Kyle Busch. It's Richard Petty in this game, but technically the answer is Kyle Busch. I'm just gonna waste all of my energy just entertaining you guys. I don't even need to be doing this. I'm just doing this. We are almost we're at 9 minutes and 6 seconds into the recording. And I'm gonna tell you what, I've wasted a good majority of time. This is going to be my longest video ever just because I'm just trying to do this. So, okay, so it looks like we won't get our own custom difficulty. It looks like I'm stuck with auto, or auto hard. I'll try just doing auto. We'll see how that works. Championship. My Cup Series. I'm going to change my paint scheme before I forget to do that. Okay. Easy. Just okay. Okay. Auto hard. We're just going to change that to auto. Back. Save. You're joking. Okay, it looks like we're stuck with auto hard for the rest of the season, and probably session qualifying as well, because I am tired of sitting through 5 minutes of loading screen. Hold on, you know what? I'll time it. I won't put it in the recording because I don't feel like giving you guys that much pain that I have to go through, but I will time this. Hold on, there's my clock. Okay. Timer. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording, and as soon as I hit OK, I'm going to time how long it takes for this game to reboot. Okay, sorry, correction. I started the timer when I clicked my user as the one who is playing this game. So we're going to go from there. Okay, and I'm also going to be including the, oh, hey, do you want the 2020 or 2021? I'm not going to count it until I get to the, I'm not going to stop until I get to the main homepage. Okay, to get to this main homepage, it has taken me 1 minute and 45 seconds. 1 minute and 45 seconds. You know how many laps I could have done at Bristol in 1 minute and 45 seconds? I have sat here for 1 minute and 45 seconds, not doing anything except twiddling my thumbs and staring at the timer on my phone. There's no trivia. There's no anything to keep you entertained while it has 1 minute and 45 loading screen. I get that this is on a Nintendo Switch, and it's not the, what am I doing? I'm doing a championship. And it's not like the PlayStation 5 with the 500, oh my gosh, wow, look at them, good graphics, and high speeds. But I mean, like, 1 minute and 45 seconds, my PS3 from 2006-7 can do better than this. 2005? Christmas 2005, I think is when it was made. Okay, hold on. I really want to not do long qualifying. Am I going to be stuck with long qualifying? Back. Save. Yep, I'm going to be stuck with long qualifying. That's great. Okay, then. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I tried. Now I'm going to have to sit here for another 1 minute and 45 seconds while I wait for this game to reload. Alright, so I will be back yet again. You know, I kind of did that to myself. I should just figure at this point that any kind of adjustment I try to make is just going to end in it crashing. So I think I kind of sort of did that to myself. But I mean, like, still, my point still stands. Where's the trivia? Where's literally anything to keep me entertained while I sit here for 1 minute and 45? I should time NASCAR Heat. Or not NASCAR Heat, sorry, NASCAR Inside Line, and see how long that loading screen takes. Because it doesn't feel like very long compared to this, and yet again, that might be because it has something to entertain me. Yeah, I can't sit here for 1 minute and 45 seconds staring at what looks like to you guys a black screen, but it's literally a flashing loading thing with the NASCAR Heat logo all over the place. I can't do that for 1 minute and 45, and I've done this like, what, 3-4 times? So I've literally spent like 5 minutes rebooting this game because it wants to crash any single time I make an adjustment to anything. I don't know why. I don't know why it's crashing anytime I'm doing something. The Switch isn't running too terribly hot. I mean, obviously by the fan, but like it's I've felt it a lot hotter by the end of my 6 hour stretch of racing. I've literally finished my entire thing of coffee, and this is just frustrating. It really is. I don't know if something's wrong with the Switch, something's wrong with the game, if it just doesn't want to cooperate with me today. I don't know what. I hope this isn't the case next time we go to a road course, because the next time we go to a road course, I kind of sort of don't want the strict cautions on. We are going to a championship, my championship. We're going to race in this paint scheme, and that's it. We're stuck with auto hard. We are stuck with session qualifying. And so, yeah, I'm going to be stuck doing that for a good little while. I think I'm just going to do what I normally do for the qualifying. I just run like 2 or 3 laps and then call it a day and then start 25th, because that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do single car qualifying. Not only because it'd be quicker, I can show you guys and it'd be like, oh wow, cool, this is what this is the qualifying thing, whatever. But not only is that, but it's also quicker, so I'm not sitting here forever. I don't have to race against other cars, because that can really mess up your lap time, especially at short tracks. Oh my gosh, Martinsville is terrible because of the pace cars standing on 2 tires. Because of other traffic. Look at that, Brendan got... And my speakers decided to stop. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah. The reason why I'm running this scheme is because back 2020 NASCAR, the All-Star race at Bristol, and I had the number change, and I was like, well, my series doesn't have an All-Star race. And also, while I didn't like Kyle Busch's number moving back, because I don't think it looked very well, why not race it, you know? Alright, so here, I'm gonna go do qualifying, and I will be right back. Okay, so we're advancing into session 2. I don't know how I got 16th, because I literally pulled out the Hail M&M. What is a Hail M&M, you ask? Well, it's something from my inside line days. I'm not going to pull it out for a good majority of the race. However, if I am desperate, you guys will see the Hail M&M. Okay, so we qualified 15th, I think. Do I move on? No, I don't move on. I qualified 15th. So, not good, not bad. Car felt fine. I don't know, I was pulling a Hail M&M the entire time, so I couldn't tell you. But, hey, let's get ready to go to Bristol. This took 15 minutes to get into the actual racing. So let's get ready to race here at Bristol. Now this track's known as... hold on. Eric Jones. He's really fast, so look for him to take the lead early. Denny Hamlin is your pole winner, and Josh Bilicki had to replace the transmission before the race. Got to do a lot of shifting here, and yeah, he probably blew the transmission. So here we are in 15th. This track has been known as like flying fighter jets in a gymnasium. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing on this small little gymnasium, everybody! The green flag is out. I'm already trying to wreck Ryan Blaney. If championship mode in free play had rivals, everyone here would absolutely be trying to flip me over, not over the catch fence, over the entire track. I will land next to a 2010 Toyota Camry with some family of 4. Whoa. That's gonna be... Oh, the 41 just knifed hard into me. And yeah, that's definitely gonna be a caution. You know what, I'm going to not pit. I'm gonna see if I can survive with some of this damage. But yeah, if only career mode has rivals, which kind of sort of suck, because I don't know, it would just be funny to see everyone trying to flip me into the family of 4's Toyota Camry outside in the parking lot here at Bristol. BJ McLeod is currently in 15th. Clem Boyer, Daytona 500 champion, he's currently leading. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention who won at Martin, so... it was Brad Keselowski, he was their... Thank you. That was better than my qualifying run, that makes no sense, but okay. I was pulling out the Hail M&M and everything for the... Alright, well... That's fine. I don't care. Actually, no, it's not, because the Hail M&M got me like a 15. Thank you. Oh. Let's not pull out the Hail M&M early. So, I kind of sort of did it, so I might as well explain to you guys what it is. You have to go really low on the inside of the track, keep your foot in it, hit the middle of the wall just right, and you bounce... Not that. And you have to bounce back down to the low end of the track, and it's a lot faster than a normal lap. Also, I don't think it calls a caution. You cannot do it at Martinsville. I have tried. You can also not do the Ross Chastain wall ride at Martinsville in this game. I have also tried. But if desperate times call for desperate measures, and if I'm close enough to get a race win, then you know I'm gonna pull that out. You definitely know I'm gonna pull that out. 115 laps left to go, stage number 1, but with laps only being 16 seconds long. You see, normally the Highline is pretty good at Bristol, so I don't know what Christopher Belt's doing on the... You know what, you bumped me, so I'm gonna bump you. I will spin you. I will make sure you cause the big one. What is Clint Boyer doing 16 seconds ahead of everyone else? Hunt, how far away is the leader from me? He's 6 seconds ahead, which is really big at Bristol. You know what, you wrecked me, so... lol. Yeah. So this is why I wanted to adjust the difficulty, because I don't want Clint Boyer leading in, like, half of the track at Bristol. I want a race. I don't want 2020 like how the actual racing was in 2020. You know, I won a race with the leader. I won a race with everyone in the pack. We had our first outside brought to you by, yeah, I think. You know what, I might as well pit at this point. We had our first outside of the day brought to you by Home Depot. My AI driver has a singular brain cell, which is one less than I have. So, we're going to pit Vance to green. But yes, as soon as he did the outside, I wrecked, and it was kind of sort of sad. But yeah, that was our outside, brought to you by Home Depot. I decided last race that I would sponsor the outside catchphrase that Tony Stewart does by one of his sponsors. And I decided Home Depot because it sounds... Get around high lane at Bristol's, the old Bristol. All clear, no pressure from behind. Got a car low now. Hey, at least Bristol doesn't have the Martinsville glitch, am I right? I can actually turn to the right and not have my left rear tire sawed in half. Brad Keselowski, he won at Martinsville. Can he win it again? Sweeping the Virginia tracks? Actually, no, it is in Tennessee. There is Bristol, Virginia, I think. There's a place... Yeah, it is Bristol, Virginia. Where, like, Tennessee and Virginia touch, and they share the name. And Geico made a commercial about it, and it's funny. Tennessee, Virginia. Tennessee, Virginia. Now I'm in Pennsylvania. It's Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Oh. Sorry, Chad Fincham. That's just short track racing. That's my only excuse for that. That's just short track racing. Pulling out a Denny Hamlin impression of Joey Logano right there. Starter has the green flag in his hand. Go. I think the starter also has the caution flag in his hands. If I were the starter, I would have a firm grip on that caution flag and I would not let go. Considering how your iRacing King Timmy Hill, if I were to hold on for dear life to any flag, it would be the caution flag, because that is going to get flown an awful lot today. If Martinsville means anything, man, I kind of sort of wish this game had Bristol dirt. I would have definitely run the 2021 schedule. No, because I guess I could have had the 2020 cars also run the Bristol dirt, because they have the 2020 cars running at Road America, and Road America was not a Cup Series race. I think it was in 2021, but not in 2020. I also don't have the Daytona road course in here, which sucks. Quinn Hoff, move. Beep beep. Accelerate off the corner. Which kind of sort of sucks, because I love the Daytona road course. Yeah, they don't have, like, they don't have any tracks that were added into the 2020 schedule because of COVID, and they don't have any of the new tracks in 2021, or a few of the new tracks. Why am I pulling up Hale M&M? Russell, too early for that. I guess it's going to call a caution. Alrighty then. So I don't think I can use it in times of desperation. That sucks. But I will try my best. But yeah, that was one of the things I was very disappointed in when I picked up this game for Christmas 2021. I was like, where's Bristol Dirt and where's Coda? Because I wanted to race at Coda because it's a new track. And a new road course. It's a road course I've never raced at before. I mean, so are all the other ones here, but still. And then, like, Bristol Dirt, because it's a Bristol Dirt. And I was like, there's no such thing as Bristol Dirt. Like, what? Where? No? I was like, no, that's going to be in NASCAR Ignition. I'm like, I don't have a console or a PC that can handle NASCAR Ignition. And then it turns out that nothing can handle NASCAR Ignition, because the game is stupid. Thank you. I tried my best. You know what? As much as I diss on NASCAR Heat, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot more than NASCAR 09, that's for sure. Unlike NASCAR 09, this game's really playable. Oh, wait, it's a little tight there. That's okay. This game is actually enjoyable. It's playable, and I have fun with it. I just kind of sort of wish that it had some of the 2021 tracks, you know? I kind of sort of wish that they actually took the time and effort to make this into a custom game for the Switch, kind of like they're doing with NASCAR Rivals. where it's not a copy paste of NASCAR Heat 5, but it's run on a different engine, so that way there's one on the inside, Stuart. There's no one on my outside. The wall is on my outside. But yeah, I kind of sort of wish like this wasn't copy paste NASCAR Heat 5, which is copy paste NASCAR Heat 4, which is copy paste NASCAR Heat 3, which is copy paste NASCAR Heat 2. But man, I think this game could have definitely benefited from doing kind of sort of what Rivals is doing, becoming its own Nintendo Switch game, you know? Not being, hi, this is NASCAR Heat, you can now play it on the portable console. Yay. I think the game would have definitely benefited from that. I mean, because yet again, it's pretty playable, except the road courses. I definitely think... Don't call caution. Thank you. I definitely think that this game has potential. I love running super speedways here. The Daytona was really fun to do. Atlanta, Phoenix, Las Vegas, some of those cookie cutters, those are pretty fun. The short tracks, I'm just being really aggressive, so I think I'm ruining that myself. That's what you get for dominating the season, Hamlin. You ain't getting my points lead. Yeah, my bad, Hamlin. I got a little aggressive there. That was on me. No, I'm not gonna pit. How many laps can I survive on a single tank of fuel? Now, how many laps, I guess, do I have left? I didn't pit, so I wouldn't know full. I have 149 laps, meaning I could have made stage 1 if I didn't pit at all. Okay, so we may or may not get fuel strategy, probably in the third stage, if we can keep it going green for more than 2 laps. I see a little bit of drafting right there. I see a little drafting thing come up. You can draft at Bristol? I mean, okay, I guess you can technically draft everywhere. You know, I never really realized you could draft at road courses until, like, F1 people bring it up. And it's like, oh yeah, you can do a slipstream. Hold on, it's more British accent, hold on. Oh, you can do a slipstream at road courses. And I'm like, you can do a slipstream at road courses? Which is basically drafting. It is drafting. Yeah, the left side saw me hit the wall and it was like, back it down, back it down, back it down. I don't want to get into that. I was thinking, I don't know, a random thought came in my head, like, oh yeah, I could just save fuel if I didn't, like, hit the brakes or anything. And I just, like, kind of sort of coasted through the corners, and I'm like, I don't need to save fuel at all. I can make it to the end of the stage, which is when everyone's gonna refuel. Kurt Busch seems to be another one of his good streaks. Matt DiBurritos has been doing pretty decent recently, and I don't know why, but he won't give me my inside lane. He keeps shoving me up next to the wall. I don't want to be up... He isn't even giving me the outside lane. He's like, you're going to hit the wall, or you're gonna not. Actually, no. There's not going to be a black flag. Actually, I'm gonna pit. And we're gonna do that. But I'm not going to pit right now. I didn't even say that I wanted anything. Hold on. Let's watch this through. Let's watch this through. Is it going to change my tires and fix me up? Or am I just like... Maybe I should have skipped. Am I losing position? No. Because when the caution comes out, your position is locked in. So you're just making me sit on pit road for no reason. It's so mean. It's bullying me. Okay. And then now we're back here. And then I went down to 38th. So maybe it did give me my penalty. Or maybe it didn't. Ross Chastain did not go there. Who's outside? Nobody is outside, Stuart. The only thing that's outside is the fans and the wall. Is there someone climbing on the fence? Oh, 3 wide at Bristol. I want to avoid that. Good news, we did get our car fixed. Bad news, I'm not quite sure. Sorry, name and check. Oh, God.
Too fast, too fast. You gotta slow down. Black flag, black flag.
Hold on. This is me. I'm on my radio right now. NASCAR, can you stop giving me black flags? I literally wrecked down pit road. Okay, thank you. I just said don't pit. And It's like, oh, okay, you didn't pit.
Have a good day.
I didn't lose any positions. But my car is 100%, so did I pit or did I not? Oh my gosh. I gotta say, I think that's one thing that Inside Line does well. It, like, understands that you wrecked onto pit road at Bristol. It still makes you go down pit road speed sometimes. But, like, if you miss the commitment box, it's both a blessing and a curse sometimes, because there have been times when I missed the pit line, or I was going way too fast, and so, like, I went over the pit line, and I kind of sort of went back onto the track, and I was like, no! But, like, it understands, like, oh, hey, you weren't meaning to go down pit road, so, like, it just, like, sends you down going pit road speed, which is how it would work in the real world, right? If you accidentally, like, crash down pit road, actually, the rule is you just have to show that you're reducing your speed instead of going, like, full throttle down pit road. As long as you reduce your speed, you don't have, I don't think you have to reduce it down to pit road speed, but, like, as long as you do, the NASCAR's okie dokie with it, because, you know, you accidentally wrecked on pit road, things happen, and that's great, it's fine and dandy. But this game is like, you went down pit road, therefore, you were trying to make a pit stop. Did I wreck? I probably wrecked someone. It's like, you were trying to make a pit stop. Like, no, I spun. I had no control over that. I'm not gonna pit. Car's fine. Did I hit someone? I probably hit someone. I have hit everyone on this track. This is gonna be exactly like Martinsville. Everyone's just going to be very angry with me. Let's see, what's our next race? It was at Kansas. So yeah, I'm gonna be flying through the air at Kansas. I don't know how, but I will. That or everyone's just going to wait until, like, absolutely necessary. They're gonna pull, like, what Denny Hamlin promised to Ross Chastain. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna get him when it really means the most, and then he never did. Ross Chastain got to the Final Four. I mean, to be fair, he did have that awesome move at Martinsville that helped him get there. As far as Denny was concerned, Ross Chastain was out, and then Ross Chastain said, I played a video game on the GameCube, and then he made a video game move, and I just questioned how physics allowed that to happen. I actually did find a video, though, that did explain, like, the actual physics on how that worked. I don't remember where it is, who did it, but I did find someone who broke down, like, the very everything physics about it, and I was like, okay, wow, I didn't realize that that was something you could do in the real world. I still can't believe that actually happened, but I do remember, like, watching, like, how it worked, and it just made sense. Something about, like, the force of, like, going around the wall. Like, because obviously, you were going a lot faster than everyone else who, you know, normally slowed down to make the corner. So that one's a given. But then, like, keeping it on the wall, it was, like, not centrifugal force, but it was, like, something kind of like that, I think. Oh, Suarez, hold on to it. I'm trying to do a bump and run, but it keeps turning out to be a dump and run. And I don't know if that's because I'm just driving way too aggressively, or these AI are stupid, or maybe it's a mixture of both. How many laps do I have left in the stage? I can't do math. Hold on. I need the game to do math for me. 52 laps left to go. So we're halfway through the stage. I don't know why I keep pulling off the Hail M&M. Now's not the time. Do you have the time to not wreck the car? I mean, I want to say the car's fine, but it's not, and it's, like, kind of tight. But, like, it only makes a difference when we're not, like, kind of sort of... Ryan and Blaney is far away from second place. This is why I wanted to change the difficulty, but the game's like, no, you can't change the difficulty, you can... I'm just gonna crash. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of crashing at Bristol. I don't need the game to... I love how it hasn't crashed since I started doing the racing, but heaven forbid I change a small, simple setting on the difficulty, and the game just goes, how about no? It was a small, simple change, too. I'm running a... Well, that was my fault. I was not paying... I was a bit aggressive. Okay. Yeah, that was my fault. I was not paying attention there. I should be fine. I probably don't need to fix that damage. But yeah, I love how... I think it's 500 laps, because it's a quarter-mile track. But I love how I'm doing a full 500-mile race. And the game hasn't crashed yet. I don't have anything wood, so the game's gonna crash. Harvick, I am sorry, I got loose. I got really loose off of that restart. I just, like, kind of went down way too low. I am so sorry. That was not intentional whatsoever. My car just kind of started like, whoop, whoop, and it hit Harvick. I was like, oh, okay. Is the Geico restart zone in the... Why is the Geico restart zone coming out of the corner? They should really make it closer to the start-finish line. I mean, I guess, to be fair, this track is like 99.9% corner and then like 2% straightaway. I know that meant... Whoa! BJ McLeod, big loose! Way to save it, my man. Oh my gosh, okay. And he's on my inside now. Man, he was wiggly, and he saved that. How? I have no idea. He just did. Oh. Oh! God. Ow. I got whiplash just from seeing that. I think I'm going to pit. Actually, yeah, I'm going to pit. I think we're gonna need a relief driver. And we're gonna need the paramedics immediately. Yeah, we're gonna need the paramedics. I need to have my routinely visit to the infield care center. At Martinsville, all the drivers collectively voted to send me to the infield care center to see if I was okay because of how aggressive I was driving. I just came in, just like, oh, wow, today's a great day, you know. I finished third. It was a pretty good day. Man, I'm feeling great, you know. And the doctor was like, we're gonna do a mental scan on you, but I'm feeling fun. I'm feeling great. You wrecked half the field. You wrecked the entire field. Oh, I forgot. After this race, though, I think I'm going to need to have... I think I have a concussion, honestly. Oh, I think I got concussed just by seeing that. Oh my gosh, that was aggressive. You know what I should do? I should do the in-car camera brought to you by Nintendo for the next 2 laps. What do y'all say? Especially 3 wide here at Bristol. Nothing could be grander. There was a car down low. There's someone behind me. Okay, whoa, cold custard. Hold on to it. Oh my gosh. The energy is just amped so much more when you're... Oh, you're iRacing King. Timmy Hill in 18th. He's doing great. Oh, he's a little loose. I'm sorry, Timmy Hill. Oh my gosh. This definitely feels like a jet fighter in a gymnasium when you put it in this view. Oh my gosh, it's so small, so cramped. And I have no review mirror, so I can't even tell if anyone's behind me. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. Oh my gosh. Sometimes you just gotta wish that there's more windshield, you know? You know, honestly, I think that seat is, like, it's way too far to the left. And that is your in-car camera brought to you by Nintendo. Alright, well, that's great. You know what, we should do a crank it up on this restart, because you know what, nothing could be better. I know what I did wrong, I kind of sort of got it on the apron there, and I slid. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, I don't know, I couldn't see anything. But here is NASCAR, crank it up.
Hard from the outside, outside. Bottom is clear. All clear, no pressure from behind. Careful, still there. Clear all around. Still there. All clear.
And that was your NASCAR crank it up. I did a dive bomb there. That was... I did not think that was going to work, but it did. Oh, I'm going to do it again.
Still there.
You know, I don't think this would be allowed in normal NASCAR. Probably because
Get better.
my car would explode. But you know what? This is a video game, and anything can happen in video games. Although, you know what? Ross Chastain has proved that you can have video games in the real world. Oh boy. Should we be racing this aggressively? Yeah, probably. 25 minus 4 is... 4, 52, 21, 20. I need my fingers. I can't... Okay, 21. I can only count on my fingers. Okay, this one I can say it's 20 laps to get... Well, technically 21, because lap 125 is a lap on its own. So that's how you figure out how many laps are left to go. You take the number, you subtract it by the other number, and then you add 1. Now it's 20 laps to go. Despite the fact that 125 minus 106 is not 20, you gotta remember it's 125. That the lap 125 is a lap itself. That makes no sense. Maybe it does. I don't know. Martin Truex Jr. dominating the field. Boy, I wish that were me. Actually, no, it's not too far. It's actually pretty close. It just looks bigger on the mini-map. I mean, to be fair, the mini-map also makes Bristol look pretty big. And mostly circular. And 1 and 2 slightly different than 3 and 4. Like, doesn't it look like the track is, like, at an angle? Like, it's like a mini Darlington. That's so weird. Good white. You know what, I don't think we're going to get a stage win here. 17 laps to go in stage number 1. But I think we can get a top 10, so I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to not do anything stupid. You know what, I wonder if maybe by Kansas we should be able to have... I should be able to change the difficulty. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm stuck with this for the rest of the season. Which sucks. If anything, I'd go back to auto, because sometimes we had some really difficult races back in auto. Sometimes they were easy, sometimes they weren't. So these ones, like, they provide good racing, sure. But, like, the leader is, like, way too far ahead. We're getting up on some lap traffic here. With these guys going, like, too wide, all battling for position. It might be fun. That's all I gotta say. Whoa. Lulu's coming off the corner there. 13 laps left to go. Stage number 1. Man, this 125 laps went by quickly. See, you probably take 10 minutes off of me just messing around because the game kept breaking. So we're like at a 30-minute mark in the race. So if I didn't do all of that, this would have gone a lot quicker. But you know what? That's okay. It'll give me that extra view time. You know, help me get monetized. Actually, no, it won't. Or maybe it will. For YouTube Shorts, actually, next year, they're going to have... it's still 1,000 subscribers, so I still need 1,000 subscribers. But then once you have the 1,000 subscribers, it's, I think it's 1 million Shorts views, like, in total? I could be wrong in that. I could be misreading that. I'm going to wreck here. No caution. There it is. Never mind. Ooh, Ryan Newman and Brad Keselowski are both pitting. I wonder what they think they're going to do with the last 10 laps, but we'll see. You know what? That guarantees us a 4th position if we don't lose spots. So just don't lose spots. Matt D. Burritos, he might be going for his first, I believe his first stage win this season. Not if I have anything to say about it, though. 6 laps left to go. Oh, Ryan inside laney. He's going to be taking up that inside line. True to his nickname. Well, they call me Gotcha Outside Racing. They call me Gotcha Wrecking 18 because the way I wreck everyone. We're going to be starting 8th. That's not too bad. It's still on the outside lane, though. I don't want to be on the outside lane. Okay, so... Oh, I'm starting 6th. Looks like people pitted. So I would have started on the inside lane. This game just hates me. Okay, you know what? Oh, 2 to go. Okay, hold on. I don't want to... Oh, God. Come on. Oh, don't wreck, don't wreck.
Nobody out back.
No caution, no caution.
Flag, bring it home.
White flag, stage number 1.
Looking inside now.
Oh, Chase Elliott! Chase Elliott, where has he been all season? He's been waiting for Bristol. Hail him in that moment. That's gonna be a caution.
All clear.
There it is. Ah.
That'll get the job done, driver.
Kind of sort of sucks. Your stage 1 winner is William Byron. I was not expecting him to win the stage. I thought Ryan Inside Laney had that. Ryan Inside Laney in 2nd. Kurt Busch is in 3rd. Kurt Bushy. That's my new nickname for him. Me, I'm going to be pitting, but please fix my car. Kevin Havoc, Chase Elliott, who has had a terrible season, gets a 6th. BJ McLeod is in 7th. JJ in 8th. Recky Spinhouse in 9th. Daniel Suarez in 10th, and Jemai is in 11th. He didn't get any stage points, but all you Jimmy Johnson fans, look at that. He's doing pretty good today. When I passed him, he was like 13th. It was during the what's it called? Oh, I hope I pitted. Okay, I pitted. That was during the crank it up. When I passed him, it was in 13th. So Jemai's been having a pretty good day.
Right side.
We love to see it.
Outside by himself.
Outside by himself. He has his best friend, Chrissy B. Christopher Bell. No,
Left side clear.
I can't decide if Christopher Busher is going to just be Christopher Busher, or if he's also going to be Chrissy B. I feel like he should only have one nickname. And so in that case, Christopher Bell would be the next in line from Chrissy B. But like in my Ty Gibbs rap, that's not how it goes. I know I'm just, whoa, BJ McLeod. You know what I should call BJ McLeod?
Your speed, driver.
I should call him Thundercloud. Because he's always running like really dark paint schemes, like dark and black and ooh, scary. And Thunderclouds are dark and black and scary. And his last name sounds like Cloud. So his new BJ McLeod's new nickname is Thundercloud.
Looking outside now.
I'm just coming up with nicknames here. I like how I've stolen a few. Because Jemai is Michael Roots.
All clear.
Ryan Inside Laney is actually from the Cars franchise. That was his character in Cars 3.
Clear high.
Um,
Got one inside.
I've normally just called him Kurt Busch. I think I've only called him Kurt Bushy in my head. But I've decided to call Kurt Busch Kurt Bushy, which is kind of sort of based off of Roots. His is Old Man Bushy, but I've been playing a lot of the Draftmaster thing that you can get for free on your cellular data phones. And I just started calling them Kurt Bushy and Kyle Bushy, and I don't know why. I mean, yeah, I do know why. Thanks, Michael Roots. But other than that, so the nicknames have kind of sort of just stuck. I'm trying to come up with as many unique nicknames as possible, so it's not just a direct copy and paste, because I find the nicknames quite fun. But, like, I don't want to steal, like, exactly everything from Michael Roots. I've already stolen the nickname idea, I guess. I quote-unquote stole the Eliminator Racing. I actually did that before I started watching him. I just called it Bristol Demolition Derby, because I thought the only track you can... Whoa, Kurt Bushy. I thought the only track you can do that at is Bristol. I tried it at Martinsville once, and it wasn't good. But recently I tried it again at Martinsville, and it was pretty good. So, I wonder if I should do those videos. But I don't know, I might get called a Michael Roots and copy. I'm like, no, I just didn't realize it was he was already doing that. Well, a little loose on the apron. We are 10 laps into stage 2, which is the same as stage 1, meaning I can make it on fuel. Yeah, I could probably make this entire race on fuel, gosh dang it. So I had nothing to worry about. Man, that Stanley car reminds me so much of Matt Kenseth. This reminds me of Kyle Busch's 2022 season, with all the wrecking I'm doing. Man, I remember the 2022 season like it was this year. Man, every race just honestly hurt. Bristol Dirt, I was so happy, but little did I know that was going to be the last run. I mean, I kind of sort of did. I had a deep feeling that it was going to be the... I'm not going to mimic what Kyle Busch did back in 2022. I'm not going to win this race. Because why is Martin Truex Jr. going to lap us? This is like the top 16. This is like a playoff field. Martin Truex... This is why I wanted to adjust the difficulty. But the game's like, no, you can't adjust the difficulty. I'm going to be so mean. Suarez, don't. I'm sorry. I don't want to wreck you. There. Save yourself. You know, I'm just gonna crash if you take the time you change the. I don't know how to fix it. I've restarted the console. I have tried doing it one at a time and like saving the difficulty, and then or the difficulty, and then saving, but I couldn't even get to the second part on changing how I wanted qualifying because the game would crash. I don't know why it kept crashing. I mean, I must have known it, we were racing at Bristol today, but like other than that, I don't know what's wrong with it. And normally restarting the console fixes everything, right? Not in this one. Restarting the game normally fixes everything. Not for this one. And it's because I saved a clip of me like clipping the wall at, or like going straight through the wall at Dover, and the game's like, no one must ever know. I don't know. I'll try it again before Kansas, and we'll see the Kansas race tomorrow for you guys. For me, probably after I eat lunch, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll fix itself. This is gonna be a caution at some point. Here it is. My yellow M&M just made his pants yellow. He saw whoever that was, Matt Kenseth, just coming straight for him. Timmy Hill, what you doing, alright, Racing King in 15th? I think I'm going to pit. And you know what? I'm actually going to make it a little looser. Hear me out. I'm going to see what happens when I get it a little looser. Yeah, we're going to just go 1% looser. I have no idea what any of these do. I don't know what adjusting the tire pressure does. At all. I pretend like I do. I have no idea. I should really have like a crew chief notebook just sitting next to me that tells me like what everything does. You know, I should do that. I mean, I don't have any room on this desk, so that's great. You know, I've kind of sort of been thinking, a lot of people end up like watching this like in total. Like normally, like before the next race, it's normally like 70-some viewers have watched this stuff, which is really honestly the most of a lot of my long videos. Because nobody cares about my long videos, everyone loves my shorts. But like a lot of people have been watching this stuff. So it kind of gets me wondering if I should try to do something similar to this with Inside Line. I'm currently in the midst of, got a career mode. And before I got Gran Turismo 5, I was like, alright, I want to try a full race. And I'm going to do it at the Coke 600 because that's the very next race. And then I kind of sort of kept putting it off because of, oh man, that's going to be really long. And then I pulled yeah, this is my doing. I like how we sustained no damage from that. We sustained a little bit of damage from that, but not enough for anyone to care. No, I don't want to pit. But yeah, I was like, oh man, it's too long. I picked up Gran Turismo, played nothing but that forever, and I got to the endurance races, and I started doing the endurance racing. I did the 9 hours of... Was that Tsukuba? I think it was, yeah, the 9 hours of Tsukuba. And honestly, at this point, I'm just like putting it off for absolutely no reason. And it's like, alright, come on. I've done a 9-hour race. I do these full races that are like 2 hours long. I do multiple of these races that are 2 hours long in a singular day. What's stopping me from doing Coke 600? I mean, right now what's stopping me from doing Coke 600 is the fact that I made a full commitment to doing this. So literally all weekend long, this is the only thing I'm doing. I'm just like recording videos for the future. I do have a Christmas break, so I wonder if, like, it's like a full week off, I think? I don't know. I'd have to double-check the schedule. But I know I do have some breaks somewhere. And I think I also have one on New Year's as well. And so if there's no family holiday activities going on, I could probably get some extra stuff recorded then and stress about this less. I don't know. All I gotta say is that while I do enjoy making these videos... Oh, shoot. I let go of the trigger there. Not the trigger, the joystick there. And my car went to the right. That was my fault. My finger slipped. I am so sorry, whoever I spun. Whoever I hit. I think it was a 47 car. My bad, Wreck Your Spin House. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy making these. But man, at the end of the day... you can normally tell by, like, the last video I do. I mean, you can't really tell. That's my last video because, whatever. This is technically the Sunday after, or no, this is Saturday after Martinsville Friday night race. But man, I just get really tired because all of this is like mentally draining. All these long races. You're trying to wreck me, Climport? I mean, to be fair, I did wreck you, so I kind of deserve that. Oh, my radiator ain't good. Are my springs okay though? My radiator isn't good, but is my springs okay? What I was doing for the Gran Turismo Endurance series was I normally have like music on in the background, or a YouTube video or something. And, like, that was draining. I don't know why, but this feels a lot less draining than that was. Probably because I've kind of grown in endurance, I guess. I have an endurance to long races now, especially the 9 hours to Tsukuba. Oh my god, 9 hours to Tsukuba, the 1,000 kilometers at Suzuka. Man, all Japanese races are really long. Those races have helped to build me up a lot. So these 500-mile races seem to be nothing. That's why I can do like 3 of them in a day. 82 laps left to go in stage number 2. We're almost halfway there. But yeah, for these ones, I don't have any music going on in the background because I get distracted easily. So meaning it would probably just be me being really silent for like 2 hours, which is quite boring. And not only that, but if I played music out loud instead of like, you know, in headphones or something, then it would be like, oh, the copyright. In fact, one of my videos that I was playing NASCAR Heat in, it was I think in one of my live streams. It was before I was doing the full endurance, or not endurance, the full Cup series. I was like, oh yeah, we found copyrighted music in your stuff. This doesn't affect your channel, but it's here. And I'm like, well, it was in the game, so. But yeah, I decided to like turn off the music in the menu, so that doesn't happen. So I don't even have like the menu music. Those 5 minutes that I'm waiting, there is some music that appears, but like that's as like soon as you boot up the game before it realizes that you have settings. So like those 5 minutes are especially boring because I don't even get music to sing along to. I have nothing. I just stare at a blank screen for 5 minutes. Or for like 2 minutes, and then I hit yes, I want the 2020 schedule, and then I stare at a blank screen for 3 more minutes. Oh god. I figured that was gonna happen. No caution. There it is. I should pit. I wonder if I should make my car looser, or if that's the problem. Because, like, it still feels like it's tight in the corners. I'm gonna make it 2 ticks looser now, or 2 percentages looser. We're gonna see how that goes. Gonna add half a thing of tape. I'm gonna see what that does. Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna put in any fuel, so that way I'm lighter, and I can go faster. I don't know if the game's that realistic, but I'll pretend that it is. Ooh, Eric Amaroli got the free pass. Green flag, back out. How many more laps do we have left to go in stage number 2? We have 72 laps left to go in stage number 2. Timmy Hill, iRacing King. Oh, is Ricky Spanhouse in his Sunny D's car? No, that's Christopher Buescher. Christopher Buescher's in the Sunny D's car. I accidentally spun out Christopher Buescher earlier when my finger slipped off of the joystick. No, is there? I can't see him. Chase Elliott going back to Loserville. Not doing very well. That's not very 2020 championship-esque of you, Chase Elliott. Oh, Christopher Bell, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Christopher Bell. Alright, oh, that's going to call a caution. We're not going to pit. We're just going to advance. And I think I'm going to go get water before we restart. Okay, I'm back. It is currently noon, and I just realized that I had my, the Richmond race. And it looks like my aggressive driving started all the way back at Richmond. So, I am quite the mess when it comes to short tracks, I guess. Oh,
Clear down low.
oh, I'm sorry, Bubba. And he's gonna go around. That's gonna be caution. There we go. My bad, Bubba. I didn't mean to spin you. That's gonna be a caution and on the restart.
Right.
Oh, hold on. Got a quick question. How many wins do I have? Let's see here. So for you guys, you're at Phoenix. I mean, I haven't won since. It was what? Phoenix and Auto Club. So I have 2. Phoenix and Auto Club. Auto Club was pretty cool because the what's it called? The thumbnail that YouTube automatically had for me. It was me spinning, which is like, oh man, he's not gonna win. But then I won. So that was pretty cool. Well, yeah, we haven't really done well since I upped the difficulty. Well, okay, that's a lie. We've done pretty well. We haven't won since I upped the difficulty. I mean, to be fair, when the leader is dominating by like 16 seconds for a good majority of the race. Which is why I wanted to adjust the difficulty, but the game said no. So, we might have a shot here at Bristol. Mostly because I'm wrecking everyone. Second, I'm pretty decent at Bristol. I don't know what my best track is, so I couldn't tell you what my best track is. But I'd like to say I'm pretty good at Bristol. When I'm not getting wrecked, I'm pretty... As I was, when I'm not getting wrecked, I'm normally pretty good. Brendan got the free pass car. I don't think anyone's DNF'd. I don't think anyone's DNF'd since I changed the difficulty. I changed the difficulty, and that was at the Sonomas.
Still there.
Oh boy.
Clear all around.
And just the physics of the game made Sonoma really hard. And then we haven't had too many good runs, or too many winning runs since. And it's mostly because the leader gets really, really, really far ahead. Like if I put it on auto, far ahead. So I wanted to change difficulty so that way the leader wouldn't get so far away. We'd have a more even race amongst everyone, you know? But yeah, that's just kind of sort of not worked. Because I was going to do that for Bristol today. And it said no. So we're going to see if I can get that done at Kansas. And maybe the game doesn't hate me. No. I'm sorry, Chase Elliott. I'm not going on pit road. And Jerry Logano hasn't done really well either. I mean, I think he was doing like pretty well earlier in the season, but like, I don't think not during our short track shootouts. He wanted Sonoma and then just disappeared. That one's on me. Bubba, what were you doing?
Nobody out back.
Oh. Alrighty then. Okie dokie then. Oh, Chase Elliott pitted. He's gonna be starting way back.
Drive safe. Be smart.
Yeah, I have not driven safe or have been smart at all since we started racing. No, Sonoma, the end of the West Coast swing. Then we had Atlanta, so we had a normal-ish track for a little bit, and then we went straight to the short tracks. Our short little short track spree. Well, I'm driving like I am right now, straight through everyone. I'm the only car in this field. Jimmy laps left to go. Oh my gosh. How many times am I going to do that before I realize that that's not a good idea? Okay then. So how about we pit, we do all that, and we get some restarts. And then bada bing, bada boom, we'll see how well we do.
Be smart. Keep your head on straight.
Drive safe, be smart. I will try my best, Tony Stewart. Speaking of, your Stewart Haas Racing driver was leading for like a quarter of a second there.
Stay in line. Hold your line. Clear high.
Sorry, Chad Fincham. That's going to be a caution.
Yellow flag.
My bad. A lot of these cautions are just because I'm aggressive. No, a lot of these cautions are because I keep going on the apron. I keep causing this for myself.
Ready. Outside.
To be fair, Bristol is not a very wide track, and everyone keeps taking up my inside. Okay, that was entirely on me for being aggressive.
Clear. No pressure from behind.
That was my fault, my bad. Everyone's on the lead lap now, I think.
Out here.
No, because there's 40 drivers. I think. Is there 40 drivers? Yeah, it's 40 drivers. So I don't know if anyone back there is on the lead lap or not. I do know Chase Elliott's on the lead lap, so all you Chase Elliott fans. All you Chase Elliott fans, you have not had a very good off-season series, that is for sure.
Inside. Right side.
Are you 4 wide back there? They're 4 wide back there. How do you fit 4 cars at Bristol?
Look ahead for me.
You don't.
Outside.
You don't. They wrecked. They probably wrecked. How? What? There were 4 wide back there. And they are not letting go at all.
Right side.
Yeah, I kind of sort of already ran into him,
No
Stuart.
pressure from behind.
Yeah, okay. On.
Inside.
Okay.
One up top.
Oh. Okay, maybe that doesn't work.
Right side. Look ahead for me.
Maybe that just kind of sort of works. Oh. Oh, that was a good run right there. That was a good run. No.
Careful. Still there.
Chad Fincham go.
All clear.
No. Ah, he was trying to find a way around him and stop going on the apron. Honestly, that is entirely on me. Oh. Everyone's on the lead lap. And I'm in last.
Smart. Keep your head on straight. Almost
Well,
ready.
we're doing great. We're vibing, we chill, and we are sobbing. Alrighty then. Well, you know what? I'm fine.
Careful. Still there. Outside. Outside. Inside. Clear low.
Come on, guys.
All clear.
This isn't a road course. I'll try to keep it up going in the corners here.
Careful. Still there.
Yeah, I see him. He's in a bright orange car. It's kind of hard to miss him.
Left side's clear.
Yeah, I sure hope it is. That's a run right there. Whoa. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, that would have been an even faster corner if everyone wasn't so slow coming out of it. Boop. Nope. Okay, looks like I am going to miss Chase Elliott.
Left side.
You're welcome, Chase Elliott fans.
All clear.
I am going to move Balicki out of the way.
All clear.
And I am going to spin McDowell because he isn't going to drive off the corner as fast as he should.
Right side.
Chad Fincham, I've just not been helping at all day. I don't ever remember there being a 49 car or Chad Fincham at all. Is he like some random NASCAR heat fill-in, or am I just going insane? I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comment section down below. Is Chad Fincham a real driver? Or is he made up by NASCAR heat because they ran out of drivers? Okay, that was a pretty good corner.
Clear to the right.
Oh, sorry, Reddick. That was not a good corner. That was a good corner for Reddick, though. He gained some time. VJ Thundercloud.
No pressure from behind.
I'll just call him Thundercloud now. Don't even have to add BJ. Came up with the new nickname BJ McCloud during this race. It's Thundercloud because he always runs those dark, ominous cars, and his last name is Cloud. All around me are familiar faces. Man, that wall, like right where the gate is aggressive.
Keep your head on straight. Go, go, go.
Kind of sort of wish that there was a tunnel underneath the track, because that is terrifying.
Got one outside now.
Yeah, they got the entire field on my outside. Chad Fincham, move. Oh, Denny Hamlin. He had a good run there on the inside. He's going to make a little bit of contact with Joey Logano. But I'm also going to make a little bit of contact with Joey Logano. And literally everyone in this field.
20 laps to go.
20 to go. And stage number 2.
Stop going the wrong way. All right, we're being penalized.
I wasn't going the wrong way! Now I'm going to lose 2 laps. And we're being penalized. How are we going to get penalized? How is this going to work? Do I have control of my car? Go.
Clear the pits, hammer down. Got one up top. Looking inside now. Clear all around.
Well, I'm going to need to go hope that Kevin... I don't want that either. Alright, we're gonna get the free pass here. I don't think my car wants to drive. I think I should have made a pit stop. But if I did, I'm not quite sure I would have gotten the free pass. So, I don't know if we're gonna get stage points in this one. But we can sure as heck try. Ryan Blaney got snubbed of a stage win last stage. He's in second, fighting Kevin Harvick right now for the lead. Will he get snubbed yet again? 14 laps left to go.
Right side clear.
Easy, easy.
All clear.
Will I be able to get a top 10?
Clear down low.
Oh, Quentin Hoff. He had way too good of a run on the inside there. Now everyone's going way too fast. Down the inside corner there.
Yellow's out.
And we got a yellow for that. Okay, then. Alright, no. Let's go advance. Stop throwing me on the outside lane. I led at Richmond?
Stay sharp. Have a good day.
Did I win at Richmond? No, because I only have 2 wins. Oh, I got a little loosey-goosey there, which is the most of anyone this season, by the way.
Still there.
A little bit of a flex.
By itself. All clear. Car there on the outside. Clear all around.
Oh,
Right
boy.
side's clear.
Oh, God.
Clear low, bud.
Okay.
Right side.
Oh, 8 to go, 8 to go. Ah, sorry, Kurt Busch. I want stage points. I need stage points. I want to keep my points lead. Ah! Jim, I'm sorry. Oh, it's going to be a caution.
Alright, clear low.
That's just aggressive racing right there.
Clear outside.
Alright, not pit. Brad Keselowski is pitting. Ah, stop throwing me on the outside lane. Where's the choose rule? Wasn't the choose rule a thing in 2020?
Keep your head on straight.
No,
Green
it was for
flag.
the All-Star race.
Got ahead.
And then it became an official thing. Dude, I have every light out on my... I definitely have a headlight out on my bumper there.
Still there. Alright, clear low.
Oh, gosh. Gonna throw it in hard here.
You're all clear up top. Hold your line. Got one inside. Left side's clear.
Oh, no. Nobody wreck. Nobody wreck. 3 to go. Oh, they're loose. They're loose. They're loose. Stage points. I need... Last one in the stage. Come on.
Got a headlight out on your bumper. All clear. No pressure.
My entire bumper is out.
2 more solid laps, bud.
2 to go. Any point here is just a little bit of extra bonus points for me.
Side's clear. All clear.
I just needed a stage point. And it looks like I'll get a few.
Last lap. This time by.
White flag. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on. Let's bring to the line. 8th. I'll take an 8th. I will take an 8th. You know what? I'm okay with that. Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick is your stage winner. Your Daytona 500 champion Clint Boyer in second. Martin Truex Jr. in third. Ryan Inside Lane in fourth. William Byron in fifth. Matt DiBurritos in sixth. Ryan Newman in 7th, myself in 8th, Daniel Suarez in 9th, and Recky Spinhouse in 10th. I'm going to pit. I'm going to do all of that. What if we took another percentage of wedge out? We're going to take another percentage of wedge out, and we're going to see what that does. So my car keeps feeling greater and greater as we continue on. This is the final stage. These are the last sprint of the rest of the race. It's like halfway through the entire race. So yeah, we have 247 laps left to go of a 500 lap race. So this is the last half. We are going to need to pit. If this does end if this does continue to go green for a long amount of time, which probably won't, fuel will be a concern. But it does not seem to be the case here at these short tracks that fuel seems to be a concern. Because there's always cautions. Is that a Rick Rare racing car leading? There's a Rick Rare racing car leading, and I'm not quite sure how to feel about that. That's Joey Gase. Joey Gase is leading. How is Joey Gase leading? What the heck? Today is a good day for these back-of-the-pack drivers. They have been up front and doing well, and I'm making 2 wide track, 3 wide. So we went from going a lap down because I slid onto the wrong pit road and I had to go pit road speed and there was no caution for it. We got our lap back. We somehow wrecked our way to an 8th in the stage, which, you know what, I'll take it. Oh, Wrecky Spinhouse, hold on to it. I've seen worse. I can replace a headlight. Clint Boyer, on the other hand, cannot replace his soiled fire suit after that slide right there. Oh boy. I love how I am literally the least popular driver right now. Not only because I keep wrecking everyone, especially high-profile drivers such as Jemai and Chase Elliott, but I also have... Oh boy, I also have the rear number placement, so I'm quite the bad boy. I've become the brand new villain in NASCAR. Kyle Busch, watch out, I am the new villain. Okay, yeah, this car's feeling pretty fire, actually. Maybe another percentage looser into the corner? I don't know, but it's feeling nice, it's feeling fast, it's making it through these corners. I don't feel like I have to wreck people to get positions. I will anyways, but... That's Timmy Hill, your iRacing king. He's in 6th. This is interesting. Alright, I gotta say, if we continue during our pit stops to work on our car, maybe make it slightly looser, maybe another percentage or so? Oh, shoot. 38 of Neocheck would not move. Kind of sort of set me up high there. But yeah, maybe if we make it another percentage looser, Cold Custard is going to do the same thing. What is it with you big Mustangs and not getting out of my way? You Mustangs are too thick. Oh my god. Move! Get your last place 38 car out of my sight. You losers. You absolute losers. Get your Ford Mustangs out of my sight. Them thick Mustangs. Go away. Yeah, maybe another percentage looser? Maybe not. I don't know. Joey Gase, I'm sorry. Ow! Well, you know what? I guess I might as well pit. Let's try going another percentage looser, because the car keeps getting better and better as we make it looser and looser. So, yeah, I'm going to say that. We're going to try that. We're going to see where that takes us. Because I keep feeling pretty good about this car. It gets faster and faster as we continue to lessen and lessen the wedge. And, like, not loose like it's going to slide out either, so... It's like a pretty comfortable loose, you know? It feels nice and fast. I like it. I figured. I'm sorry, Quinhoff, but when you're slow, 00, I don't even remember what team you drove for, car is in my way. I'm gonna wreck you. I want to win this. We have a car that could definitely win this. I have... Yeah, it's a restart, Stuart. There's gonna be a car on my inside. I have a good feeling about this race now. I think we have adjusted our car. I might have put half a wedge back in it. Maybe. I want to see how it runs after a little while. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put half a wedge back into it because it seems loose now, like slidey loose, like uncomfortable loose. Not like uncomfortable, but I'll manage, but like sketchy loose. I'll let half a wedge, see what that does, and then if that doesn't feel too much better, I'll go back to, I'll add another half back in, because that's when it felt really good. And no caution! Okay then, so we're gonna add half a wedge back into it, and we're gonna see how that does. You know what? Maybe I will just
We're going green.
not restart,
All right.
so I can
Coming
get
to the green.
no, because I'm starting all the way back here in the back straightaway. Oh, doesn't matter. If I was starting on the front stretch, maybe I could do that. But I'm not starting on the front stretch, so. Alright.
Slow down.
See, it still feels kind of loose, but I think it's more of a comfortable loose now. I think we've found our good happy medium here. Yeah, it does not seem to be sliding off the corners. It's feeling a lot better. Obviously, it's going to slide right there and wreck because I decided to use the apron. Ugh. I mean, if it wasn't for that stupid apron, I can't make any passes at the high line because the cars are just so much faster on the low line.
Car outside. Nobody out
So it
back.
looks like I'm going to have to try my best to make passes on the high line. Because they keep forcing me down to the apron because these cars don't have review mirrors. Like that.
Car outside.
So they can't tell I'm coming behind them. You know what, Kevin Harvick might have a good shot on winning it.
Left. All clear. All clear. No pressure from
No, 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 no. Why is the apron so loose? Why is it so loose? You haven't even run enough laps for me to tell if the car's perfect or not.
All right. Be smart out there. Going green.
Yeah, smart would be to not run on the inside lane. There might as well just be a wall on the apron, so that way I stop hitting it. 213 laps left to go, so still a lot, but also not a lot, because this is Bristol.
By yourself. Still
Alright, you know what? I guess I'll just stick on the outside here. We'll make this work.
got his nose there. To your door.
Well, we will make this work. We will get ourselves back up to the front, and we will get the W.
Outside. By himself. Bottom is clear.
Well, looks like we're stuck on the inside again.
Clear all around. At your bumper.
Ugh.
Clear high. Clear high.
I might add the rest of that wedge. Because it is still
Careful. Still there.
seeming to be slightly loose off the corner. Not as bad as it was like a half percentage ago, but oh, come on. Really?
Back it down.
Yeah, thanks for running me into the wall. Alright, well, we'll add that percentage back in, because it was running fine when we were doing that. Or the half percentage back in. We were doing a lot better when that was there.
Keep smooth out here. Have a good day. Coming to the green.
Nope. Yeah, it was my fault. Okay.
Hold your line. Clear right.
Yeah, there we go. This feels a lot better. Yeah, this feels nice and fast.
Left side's clear.
Now I'm just going to
All
continue
clear.
shoving
No
my way
pressure
through.
from
So I'm tired. If I can go back here
behind. Right side.
every
Inside.
single time. And I want to go back to racing up front.
Side. Left side's clear. Nobody out back.
But everyone keeps blocking me because it's such a short track. There's barely anywhere left to go. Nobody wants to take the high lane because the high lane sucks.
Clear behind. Both clear.
Denny, you asked for that. Oh, I guess he didn't wreck it. That's surprising.
Still there.
Ooh, looks like the 3 wide.
Outside. Outside.
Oh,
Outside. Outside.
come on. Really? Give me room! I don't get why y'all are like trying to go 3 wide here at Bristol anyways. I mean, I'm the one to talk, but I mean, like, come on. How am I supposed to get past you guys?
Pace car's off. Be ready.
Yeah, you know what other flag the flagman has in his hands? The caution flag. Whoa! Car got really loose there. Thankfully, this isn't Martinsville. I can regain the control of my car without it doing a flip. Sawing off the entire left rear tire. No one's in my insides here.
We got the black flag.
I wrecked! I wrecked down. I had no control of my car. What was I supposed to do? No, I'm not doing any of this. No, nothing. Great, now I'm gonna go 2 laps down because of this. 18-second pen. I'm gonna go 2 laps down. Thank you, NASCAR. Thank you a lot. God, the officials suck. I wrecked. This is ridiculous. I wrecked. I had no control of my car. What was I supposed to do? Oh yeah, let me just stop wrecking. Now I'm 2 laps down. No way to catch up to the rest of the field. My car's decided to not drive anymore. And now I can't go down pit road at all if we ever do get a caution. Because if I do, I probably won't get my free pass. No, okay, great. I got my free pass. Good for me.
Alright, be smart out there. Going green.
I'm not gonna be smart. I'm gonna race these guys way too hard. So not only do I need another caution, but I'm tired of starting in the back. Because none of these guys can drive.
Clear high, bud. All clear.
Gas pedal's on the right, guys. I don't know, can I pit? Might as well. Hey, you do get the free pass when you pit. Okay.
Drive safe. Be smart. Keep your head on straight.
No, I'm gonna drive to get positions.
One back.
I don't care if I wreck half the field to get it. I'm gonna drive until I get back to the top 10.
Still there.
Whoa. Hold on to Ty Dillon.
All clear.
Move out of the way!
Yellow's out.
You guys would not get wrecked so much if you actually pressed on the gas pedal. That is your guys' issue. You are not going fast at all in the corners.
Ready.
You guys should do what the leaders are doing and how they're getting like 5 seconds ahead.
Clear all around. All clear. Top 3 use it if needed.
Yeah, if I go any higher, there's gonna be a wall, Stuart.
Hold your line. Got one outside.
Alright. Whoa. Easy. Hold on to it.
All clear. No pressure.
Truex.
Behind.
Used to be good. What happened?
Clear behind.
What are you doing back here? Now I have a car on my inside.
All clear.
It's all because you can't press on the gas pedal coming out of the corner. The only time you get loose coming out of the corner is if you go on the apron. Beep beep.
Left side's clear.
Yeah, I made it clear.
Caution.
Oy, oy, oy. This isn't going to be exactly like Martinsville, where I just wreck my way up in the third.
Be smart. Keep your head on straight. Ready.
In my defense, this time, it's because these guys don't drive. They go around the corners at caution speed, and I can't make my way through the field at all,
All the way to the wall.
because everyone's going 3 miles per hour.
Caution.
Ah.
Be smooth out here. Have a good day. Almost ready.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to be smooth when I'm stuck behind Ricker Racing and Ricker Racing Jr. and Ricker Racing the Third. And literally everyone who is not in the top 10 is a Ricker Racing car. Like, I didn't realize that Ricker Racing also provided Toyota Camrys and Chevy Camaros to top teams. Am I the only one in this field with a Jogos Racing Toyota Camry?
Clear to the right.
High budget team? Everyone else here is just driving Ricker Racing cars.
All the way to the wall.
Spire Motorsport cars and whatever the low budget Toyota team is. There really isn't. 2311 Racing just doesn't have the talent. I mean, they did back when Kurt Busch was there, but Kurt Busch isn't there anymore. I think Alex Bowman's gonna, or not Alex Bowman, Tyler Reddick is going to do what Kurt Busch was starting to do and help build 2311 Racing. Because the gate kart.
Yellow flag.
Why? Why did it knife into the wall like that? That was. It just. I don't even know how to explain it.
Stay sharp. Almost
Oh my gosh.
Car outside.
Well, whatever. My aerodynamics is messed up, but this ain't this ain't Daytona. This ain't Daytona.
Stay low.
This is Bristol. This is Brussels sprouts.
Inside.
It's about the same size as a Brussels sprout. That's for sure. 169 nice laps left to go.
You're clear.
That's gonna be a caution. No, it's not. Okay, then. What signifies a caution? That's what I want to know. Because, like, there are times when I've hit the wall and it's called a caution, there are times when I haven't hit the wall and there's caution. Like, what is the... Hamlin was over... Oh, gosh.
Wind's going this direction. Turn around. Hey, driver, you were too fast entering pit road.
What do you mean, turn around? Everyone else is pitting. I have 156 laps left of fuel, so I'm not going to pit. No, I just hit pit, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, great.
Coming to the green, driver. Coming to the green.
Oh, okay. Well, this just means we have the better car than literally everyone else. And I'm okay with that. Alright, cool. Let's begin our descent to drive away. I would like to drive away from the field and not worry about anything until we get up to lap traffic. Josh Balicki is behind me. What is Josh Balicki doing behind me? There we go. That's better. Jimmy's in second. You're welcome, Jemai Johnson fans. That's not what I wanted. I didn't mean to hit the button. Okay. Oh my gosh. This feels so much harder to drive now that there's no traffic in my way. And to be fair, I was kind of started using traffic as my brakes, so... Obviously, it's going to be a lot harder. Oh. Up. Ryan Newman. The Oscar Mayer Wiener. Right behind us. 161 laps left to go. I'm driving so tense right now. I am, like, tensed up. White-knuckling it. Like it's like the final 10 laps. And the reason is because this track is so hard to drive. Oh my gosh. Ryan Newman, where'd you find speed? What the heck? Oh, he's loose! Deja vu, I've just been in this place before. Higher on the street. Okay, in my defense, I'm kind of tight. And there was slipping and sliding. Oh, we can make it on fuel. We don't have to pit. We don't have to pit anymore. You know what? As long as I can keep my lead, we don't have to pit. We can win this. In my defense, he was like extremely loose. My car had no control. So, well, I had control. It was just really tight. So, yeah, I'm gonna pull the Hail M&M. If NASCAR so lets me. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that was a caution, because if it wasn't, I was gonna wreck. Brad Keselowski is not gonna win this race. He won yesterday at Martinsville, but he ain't gonna do a double. I must be the only multi-time winner. And Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch also won twice. Oh boy. A little bit loose. Oh god. No, oh, thank you, NASCAR. Thank you so much. The caution has saved my bacon more times than I can count. Okay.
All the way to the wall.
It's just gotten a little looser. And I don't like that. And I can't fix it. I can't get new tires, because if I do, I'm going to lose the lead. If I lose the lead, that's going to eliminate any of my chances of winning, because it's hard to pass anyone when 90% of the field has nothing but Rick Rare Racing cars. Oh, please don't be a caution for that. Thank you.
Right side.
No, Brad Kozlowski, you're not going to pass me, because I said so.
One back. All clear.
Oh, no, 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 no. I hit the apron, yet again. I hate that apron. So I can either pit, lose literally all of my positions, but get a better car, or I can continue to suffer through with this, and try to regain my lead. I think I'm just gonna... No, not pit. I think I'm just gonna continue to suffer through with this. If we get another caution, I'll go down pit road and I'll fix the car. Maybe if I add another percentage of wedge, that'll fix it.
Out there. Going green. Coming to the green. Outside by himself.
So I don't know if the issue is because I keep hitting the apron and then I keep getting loose off of that, or if my car's just really loose off of the... Newman,
All right, clear low.
can y'all stop getting good runs on my inside line? Because when you do, it takes away my inside line, and then I can't use it, and I want to use it. Easy, 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 easy. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so I think it's just because I keep hitting the corner, or the apron. And that's my issue.
Clear behind.
Newman. No.
Bottom clear. Got one inside.
And obviously the car gets tight when you hit someone, because it won't give you the inside line.
Bottom lane moving.
Yep.
Clear low, bud.
No, I am not clear low. There's a bright orange 6 car, and I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna need a pit now. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll add a whole percentage of wedge in there, and we'll see what that does. Alrighty. So, I am back. Let's hope to hang some Christmas lights.
Have a good day. Ready.
Alrighty.
Ready.
So, in theory, while I was hanging the lights, I had a thought. Technically, we have fresher tires than everyone else, meaning we can go a lot faster than everyone else
Careful, still there.
in these corners here.
Clear low.
Oh, 3 is just wrecking. There it is. Oof. Alright, so we're not going to pit. Meaning we could be faster on the outside, where nobody else is running.
Going green.
Meaning we should be able to make up positions, and we'll probably get back to the lead before the end of this
One
race.
taken inside.
The laps are ticking down quickly,
Behind you.
and 38 will not get off my bumper.
Clear,
He's
no
trying to
turns
wreck
from
me.
behind.
I don't know what for, but he is.
Left side.
Nope, only inside lane works at Bristol in
You're all
NASCAR
clear on
heat.
the bottom.
Okay then.
All clear.
Well, now I'll try my best with what I got. 133 laps left to go.
Careful, still there.
Ow! Come on! No caution? Really? But I get caution if I hit the wall like that? There it is. Only took me having to go back down pit road and almost getting a lap down. Ugh.
Be smooth out here. Have a good day. Drive safe. Be smart.
Like, how come me brushing the wall is a caution, but if I spin, hit the inside wall, and continue on, that doesn't count? That makes no sense, but okay.
You're all clear up top.
Try to finish a move. Can I have my inside lane back? Give me my inside
All
lane back.
clear.
No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Ugh.
Be smooth out here. Have a good day. Coming to the green.
I'm tired of getting stuck in the outside lane. If I'm going to start in the back, I might as well switch lanes.
Clear all
Oh, hold on, no
All
Joey's.
clear, no pressure from behind.
No, 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 no. No, I'm stuck in the outside lane. This is not gonna be good.
You got room. You're clear.
I have no room at all.
Right side.
Oh, welcome to Bristol. There's no such thing as room.
Clear high. Clear all around.
I just hate how, like, you can't run on the High Line like you can in the real world. It's like, you can run on the High Line and still compete. You don't lose positions. But not here.
All right, clear low.
Oh, you didn't go fast enough.
Down.
So, alrighty then, well. This sucks. Stuck in the outside lane yet again.
Be ready here.
This is exactly going to be like Martin, so I'm just going to wreck my way into a top position.
Clear all around.
I'll be happy if we can get a top 10.
Car outside.
Oh, no.
Looking inside now. Back it down.
Stop putting me in the High Line! How can I get into a position where I can start on the inside?
We're going green. Be ready here.
Wait,
Looking inside now.
I'm starting 30th. Shouldn't I be on the inside?
Clear low.
1, 2, oh no, I guess not. No.
Outside by itself. All clear. No pressure from behind. Inside.
Ah.
Ahead for me. Clear outside. All
Okay,
clear,
it would
no
be nice if
pressure
my
from
car would
behind.
stop getting loose. And sliding and then hitting the apron, which helps at none, because heat physics. Alright. Okay, how did that not mess up Reddick at all? That made me get almost wrecked.
Hold me a good wheel here. Top three. Use it if you need it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hold a good wheel when nobody moves.
Clear all around.
They're all going 20 miles an hour. At a track where you can't pass because it's so small. Oh my gosh! Stop trying to wreck me! Custer is not making this corner.
Inside. Clear behind. Drop your speed, driver.
Alrighty then, back to pitting. And starting from the back. All because Cold Custard would not move.
Coming to the green, driver.
And he tried to wreck me.
Ready. Green, green, green. Clear. And behind you.
Well,
Outside, clear. You're going too fast.
I'm not trying to go down pit road. I've never tried to go down pit road.
All clear. Back it down.
Ah!
We're going green. Green flag. Got a car coming
Okay,
out
how come
now.
that was a caution this time, but it hasn't been before? I've literally went into the wall a lot harder, and it wasn't a caution. 104 laps left to go. Not a lot of time here at Bristol. Chastain, move! No!
Clear high, clear high. Watch your speed.
Really? I'm gonna need to pit. I'm gonna add some more wedge back to the car. All because Chastain wouldn't
Coming to
move.
the green, driver.
He just kept pulling on the brakes. You can actually accelerate in the corner,
Got one
Chastain.
inside.
And they gotta move.
Right side clear. Got a car coming inside now. Top three, use it if you need it.
No, I can't use the top lane, Stuart. This is Bristol with NASCAR heat physics.
Clear to the
Unless
right.
you're on the inside lane, you are going to fail. You cannot run the outside lane at any track.
Clear low, bud. Slow down. All clear.
Not very happy with
Slow
you,
down.
Chastain.
Back her down.
And a caution. For what? I have no idea. We're all gonna stop. That's great. Probably Chastain. Probably
Have a
spun him
good
out.
day. Stay sharp. Drive safe. Be smart. Outside, outside. Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
Give me room.
Clear all around. Clear to the right.
I'm just doing nothing but racing against Ricker Racing.
Clear all around.
Thanks, Chad Fincham. I know these cars have no review mirrors, but you can at least attempt to try. Alright, hold on. What is this gonna do? Alright, we're gonna try this. We're gonna see what this does.
Have a good day. Stay
I
sharp.
want to go back to the top 10. It's kind of hard when you're doing nothing but racing against Ricker racing cars who can't even move. They're so slow. Chastain.
Clear high, bud.
Oh, McDowell's loose.
All clear.
Okay.
No pressure from behind.
Oh, there we go. That's a good run. Would have been better on if Spire Motorsport cars weren't there.
Car there on the outside.
And the worst RCR driver.
Car outside. Hold your line. All clear. No pressure from behind.
Come on. Get your Ford out of my way.
All clear.
Oh my gosh, all these Fords are so slow. Why are they so slow? Okay, gotta say, the car definitely feels a lot faster going through these corners. So whatever I did with that tire pressure really worked.
Still there.
I don't know exactly what I did, but it's working. It feels better. When I'm not stuck behind Uriah Racing King Timmy Hill.
Nobody out back.
It feels a lot better.
All the way to the
Oh
left.
god.
Inside.
No, 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 no!
Wrong pit lane. Black flags in the air. It's clear.
No! Really? You're kidding. Now I'm 2 laps down because of this.
Be ready. Get after it now. Get after it now.
You kidding me?
Outside by himself.
Ah! Why, when you wreck, it doesn't hold
Got one inside.
fly a caution, instead penalizes you? Actually, no. I'm gonna pit. I don't know. Add more tape to it. Don't add any more fuel. Yay! I got the free pass. Way to go.
Drive safe. Be smart. Keep your head on straight. Almost ready. By himself.
Ugh. Okay. How many more laps? I don't have very many laps. I have 81 laps. I need to find my way to the top 10 some way, somehow.
Use it if needed.
Let's just say I'm probably going to wreck your favorite driver, and I am not sorry.
You're all clear up top.
Here come Rolla, move!
All the way to the wall.
Gosh. Get off my bumper.
Track's all yours, bud. You're clear. Got a car low now. Clear left. Nobody out back. Still there. Clear all around.
Alright,
All
okay.
clear.
Making some passes here. Might be able to get to the top 10 soon. All these slow Mustangs get out of my way.
Careful, still there. Outside, outside.
Oh,
Clear
wind
all
temperature's
around.
starting to get a little too hot. Which is not good. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to take some tape off.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
Or just not run full throttle into the corner. That also does it. boy. Easy. Easy. Okay. Doing good. Doing good. Alright, just gonna give Kurt a little bump there. We have the better tires. We should be running the faster laps. I just need everyone to stop holding me up.
Left side, all clear.
Okay. Alright. And we're about to enter the top 16 here.
You're all clear up top.
Oh, sorry, she's late. Oh,
Clear,
God.
bud.
That could have gotten worse for me. Alright. Okay. Yep. Alright. Okay. There we go. I can see the top 10. I can smell it. Smells like
Wave this guy's off. Caution.
a caution flag is in the air. Ugh. Alrighty then. Sorry, I'm watching Richmond. I also just spun at Richmond. So, man, these short tracks have not been kind to me, huh? Alrighty. How many more laps do we have left to go?
Flag in his hand. Coming to the green.
I'm stuck on the outside. I don't want to be up here.
Bottom lane moving.
Alright. Oh, someone DNF'd. That was the 38 car of Joe Nemechek. John Hunter. Sorry, John Hunter Nemechek.
Bumper. Clear high, clear high.
I think I wrecked him.
Clear all around.
I think I wrecked him a little too hard. That was our first DNF in a long time. So John Hunter Nemechek in the 38 has DNF'd. I know, because he always starts in front of me in qualifying.
Nobody out back.
And I always run into the rear of him because his car is so close to mine. So is that caution for him and not for me? Might have been. That or he's been there a while, I just haven't noticed because I've been driving through way too aggressively. We're back to the top 10. Oh.
Yellow's out.
Yeah, we're not going to be if Kenseth doesn't give me any room. Let's see here. Let's not pit here. We're not pitting for the rest of the race unless I get massive damage. Because we are getting so close to the end.
Good day. Stay
I
sharp.
keep getting stuck here on this high line. I don't want to be stuck here on this high line. I'm gonna get stuck on the low line. 62 laps left to go. David Reagan, I don't know what you're doing in 6th, but you're not going to be there for very long. Ryan Newman had a good run on the inside. If only I could have gotten down there, but too bad Brad Keselowski was there, taking it up.
Clear right, clear left.
So I'm going to spin out Newman instead.
Clear outside.
And we're going to have another caution. And I'm not going to pit. I'm stuck on the outside again. Gosh dang it. Can I get stuck on the inside?
Have a good day. Stay sharp.
You know, the only reason why these cautions happen is because I'm stuck on the outside lane.
One back.
And everyone tries to pass me on the inside.
Clear left.
Okay. Whoop.
Outside, outside.
Trying a little aggressive here. Oh, Matthew Burrito. Watch out. Oh, William Byron's going to go hard into the wall as well.
All clear.
Gosh. There's no room to do anything here. Except wreck. Bristol is a challenge in its own. That's why I love doing the Bristol Demolition Derbies, because there's no room to do anything except wreck. And that's fun and whatnot. But man, when you're trying to do an actual race here, oh god, it is a challenge.
That was a better lap.
Yes, sir. This one's gonna be even better. Oh, this caution's called. Haha, no.
The best lap ever.
Yes, sir, it was. That's a hell. Nope, nope, nope.
Going the wrong way.
Oh, God. Look, it was either that or have to go down pit road. I'm not pitting. I can't pit. If I want to win this race, I can't pit again. I'm stuck with all the damage I have.
Starter has a green flag.
Look, it was either that or go down pit road. And I was going to lose a lap going down pit road. So, we're going to go 3 wide here. But they finally gave me the inside lane.
Clear all around.
That's gonna be a caution. Or not. Let me do the Halo M&M here. Get as far away from these guys as I can. Down low. Alright, that's enough. Because it's going to be another caution, meaning these guys are going to get close to my bumper again. That's okay. I have the better tires than these guys. So I should be doing better. How many more laps of this torture do I have left? 46 laps left to go. Sounds like a lot, but it's Bristol. These laps are 16 seconds each, give or take. You guys can do the math there. Oh, God. No. Why does this car only drive good when there's traffic? Oh, deja vu. I've just been in this place before. Higher on the street. Okay. 44 laps left to go. Probably a little less after this. I'm going to wreck myself into a win. My car's just so tight now. 41 laps left to go. Like, it only drives good when it's in traffic. Other than that, it's just really tight, and I can't, oh god, do anything about it. Because if I pit, then I'm automatically going to be in the back, and I'm going to be stuck with everyone driving Rick or a racing car again. No. No, come on. Thanks a lot, Christopher Bell. There we go. There's a caution. Alright. I don't know. I just keep falling back positions. I think I can. You know what? I probably can. Here's what we're going to do. We're actually not going to fill it with fuel. It does not need any fuel. Here's what we're going to do. This is either the dumbest thing I've ever done or the smartest. John Henry Nemechek DNF'd. So, hey, I automatically get the inside lane every single time we get sent to the back here. Hear me out. These guys are on really well-worn tires. I have better grip than all of them by a massive margin. Maybe doing a whole bunch of dumping runs, I can get my way back up to the front. And I can lead this thing. And we can win it all. But we don't have a lot of laps to do it. So as Tony Stewart keeps telling me, you gotta be smart, be wise, be safe. 33 laps to go here at Bristol. 33 at Bristol is not a lot. Quinn Hoff is basically around. Oh boy. Alright, okay. And the yellow flag is out. This time it wasn't caused by me. It was not caused by me. It was Quinn Hoff, probably. He was around. Oh, stuck in the back on the outside again. You know what, that's okay. Because we're going to have a better run than Jemai here. And we're going to get the better inside line by the corner. Maybe. Nope. Because I'm going to be on the inside. And the 27 is loose and almost wrecked me. Alrighty. We made it. 28 laps left to go. We are now in the top 20. Which means I have to pass at least a minimum of 1 car per lap. And then lead for like 7 more. 8 more. 9 more. 27 laps left to go. Oh boy. Gonna give Ryan a little bit of a shove there. Oh, okay, we didn't hit the wall there. Alright. Got that good grip. David Reagan is not doing a good move. Ripper Racing Fords, get out of my way. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, temps are getting high.
Look ahead for me.
I'd like to not destroy my car by the end of this.
Car outside.
No.
Right
I
side.
can't fix it. I can't go back down pit road.
Clear right.
So it's just gonna have to hold. Do its best. For the next 23 laps or so. If we can get another caution, maybe we can cool it down a little bit. But as of now, I'm gonna have to take it real easy through these corners. Try to get some nice cold airflow into it. Which kind of sort of sucks because I'm in dirty air. Meaning it's
Still there.
hotter than a pizza in an oven.
Get up, clear high.
21 laps left to go. Oh, Bowman's loose.
Stay low. Clear all around.
Oh boy.
20 laps to go.
20 laps left to go. My car is running hotter than a summer night at Bristol. Or summer day, I guess. Because night would be pretty cold. Wish it was night so we can get some better cold air. Oh boy. Yeah, it's not going to help my overheating temp problem at all.
All clear. No pressure.
18 laps left to go. In the top 5. William Byron is not letting me go.
All clear.
I'll not let him go.
Look outside. Outside. Outside there by itself. You're all clear on the bottom. Inside. Clear low.
Maybe we can get another caution here. So my car can cool back down. And we can have a good run. 16 left to go at Bristol. Oh boy, we're going to start running into lap traffic here. That's the problem. I can't get into clean air. I can't get my car cooled down. Oh, now you stay out of my way. One time he does, when I'm not trying to race him in position, despite the fact that I have the faster car. Oh boy.
Careful. Still there.
That's gonna be a caution.
One back.
There it is. Okay. I can get my car cooled down. Everyone's gonna be all close together. I'm in 5th, so I'm in the low lane. And you know what that means. We're going green this lap. How many laps do we have left to go?
Sharp.
Oh, it's gotta be 10 to go. 15 to go?
All clear.
11 to go. Here at Bristol. Not a lot of laps.
Still there.
I might be able to I might be able to make a move now.
All the way up. Get up. Get up.
Oh
Clear
boy.
high. All clear. No
Oh,
pressure.
Brad Zazelski's gonna stick down here.
All right, 10 to go. Keep it nice
10 to
and
go.
forward.
Here at Bristol. About a minute
Down on your bumper.
left of racing. Oh, I'm loose, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna wreck. No, I'm not. Okay, what a save. Oh god, what a save. Have you ever? No, I've never. Alrighty. 9 to go.
Got a car coming inside now. All clear. Got one inside. You got room. You're clear.
Okay. No. Oh, no. Now I'm gonna be stuck on the outside. Unless Leader gets lane choice. Does Leader get lane choice? Leader does not get lane choice. Or if he does, he chose the inside. Alrighty, well,
We're going green.
laps are ticking down. And with that caution, oh, we have the better tires. I just remembered we have better tires. 5 to go at Bristol. Can I hold Ryan Blaney off for 5 more laps?
Left side. All clear. No pressure from behind.
All the pressure from behind, Stuart. There's so much pressure from behind right now. Can I get my first win on the short track? 4 to go. I'm down in the apron. I don't want to be down there. Ryan Blaney, a lot closer than I want him to be. He's trying to find his first win of the season. I'm trying to find my third. Oh, a little loose off the corner, a little loose off the corner. 3 to go. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. All right, oh, easy, easy. Don't go down there, don't go down there. Shoot. It's okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. 2 to go. Oh, my heart is racing faster than I'm going here at Bristol. A crazy day. 2 laps down, 1 lap down. Constantly starting from the back. White flag is in the air, brought to you by Credit One Bank. 4 more corners left to go for the number 18 M&M's Toyota Camry with the slid back number. Figure 3 and 4 for the final time. Nice and easy, off the corner. Gotcha Racing 18 will win his 3rd race of the season. Let's go! Yes, yes, yes! Woo! Yes! You know I'd love to do a burnout. Don't even bother asking me. You know I want to do this. Let's go! The number might be in a weird looking position because M&M's not doing a good job with this car. But you know what? We're in the right position, baby. We have won here at Bristol. Okay, hon. Gotta do my full Polish victory lap as my custom. Then I gotta do the burnouts on the logos, which is going to be slightly harder because they're really close to pit road. I think the whoa. You know what? It's okay. We can destroy this car. We're not gonna need it anymore. We'll get it fixed by the next time we come here, Bristol. Oh my gosh. I kind of sort of want to make an apology for everyone I wrecked today, but I also don't care because I did what I had to do to get up front and win, to get that W. There is no logos to do a burnout on, so you know what? I'll just provide a smoke show. How's that? Alright, the better view for this is, yeah, this one right here. Oh, I just hit the button again. Oh, come on. Yeah, woo! Burn her down! Yes! Hon. Does this work in NASCAR Heat? Can you? Oh, yes you can! You can! Yeah! Woo! Alright. Now all my pit crew members who have fixed this car more times than I can count. I swear that I literally replaced entire body parts on this car. Woo! Yeah! Oh, I'm so happy right now. Got the W at Bristol. Way to end the short track sweep. Right before we go to Kansas. And, I forgot what track's next after Kansas. But, man. This helps me a lot in my points lead. And this helps me even more in the playoff run. No, it doesn't. I mean, it certifies it helps add points, which means I'll get some extra bonus points. Because you get bonus points if you win the regular season. Alright. Fine. This is Bristol, so I probably could do some burnouts for everyone here. Fine. Oh, that did not work how I wanted it to. Oh yeah, there we go. Here's our logo burnouts. I'm gonna do some burnouts for everyone. Gonna go to the backstretch, do the same for you guys. Carefully not going down pit road. Yeah! Because this track's so small, I could probably go all the way around and do burnouts for everyone. Or like Las Vegas. Sorry, we didn't win a Las Vegas. We should have won a Las Vegas. We're Phoenix and Auto Club. Those tracks are quite big. This one's pretty small. I said in the beginning, it's like flying a fighter jet in a gymnasium. And that's what it proved to be today. Definitely during my in-car camera, it definitely looked as such. We were racing against a whole bunch of Rick Road racing cars. A lot of slow drivers, but in the end, we did it. We won at the Food City 500 here at Bristol. Alright, so yeah, we got Kansas and now Dover, so we're going to my home track. So I'm pretty excited for that. My engine is fried, but you know what else is fried? The sword that is in Victory Lane at Bristol. I'm just kidding, no it's not. Oh, it's just going to take me down pit road. Okay, well, I'll hit the quit button. Yes! 105 is, by the way, is the highest speed rating you can get. So I was 1 point away from that. To be fair, I did go 2 laps down at one point. I had to start from the rear of the field more times than I can count. I'm not going to say we deserved this win. We kind of sort of wrecked everyone to get here. But hey, we did really good. I'm really proud of the M&M's Toyota Camry. That's for sure. We are your winners! Ryan Inside Laney in second, your Daytona 500 champion. Clint Boyer in third. He had a great day today. Brad Kozlowski was trying to win in the Virginia, Tennessee tracks. And he didn't run at Richmond. I don't know why I keep trying to make Bristol and Martinsville. The two smallest tracks in NASCAR, Brad Kozlowski was trying to win. I denied that. Recce Spinhouse somehow didn't recce or spin. He is in fifth. David Reagan, I don't know where the heck he came from, 6th. And for the first time this season, probably since Daytona, Chase Elliott is in the top 10. He finished 7th. Kevin Havoc finished 8th. BJ Thundercloud, I have no idea where the heck he came from. He finished 9th, his best finish since Daytona. Daniel Suarez hasn't had too much of a good season. He finishes 10th. Ryan Newman, Martin Truex Jr., Matt DiBurrito, Matt Kenseth, Eric Jones, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, Cold Custard, Kurt Buschy, JJ Yaley, Dennis Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Eric Almirola, Bubba Wallace, Ty Dillon, Ross Chastain, Justin Haley, your iRacing King Timmy Hill, Jemai Johnson had a very good first stage, had a pretty decent second stage, but just kind of sort of fell off. Kind of sort of in the second stage, definitely at the third stage there. Christopher Buescher, 32nd. Josh Bilicki, 33rd. Quinn Hoff, 34th. Austin Dillon, 35th. Brendan Gaughan is your first driver lap down. He finishes 36th. Joey Gase, he was leading at one point, by the way. He was leading. He finished 37th. Chad Fincham, just a slow driver all day, finished 38th. Michael McDowell, he finished 39th. Not a very good day for the 34 car. And John Hunter Nemechek DNF'd and finished 40th. And that is your finishing positions. Kevin Havoc won stage 1. No, sorry, William Byron won stage 1. Kevin Havoc won stage 2. I won the race. The only thing that matters. Actually, no, it's stage points. But whatever. Point standings. I am in the lead. Kevin Havoc is now in second. I don't think he was last race. Dennis Hamlin in third. Ryan Inside Laney in fourth. Joey Logano somehow holding on to 5th with his win at Sonoma. Ryan Blaney does have a win. I don't remember where. Don't ask me where, because I don't remember. Kurt Busch with his wins at Las Vegas. And, what was the other track? It was at Atlanta, I think. Clint Boyer, Daytona 500 champion. Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, Recce Spinhouse, Brad Keselowski, Matt Kenseth, Eric Almirola, Daniel Suarez, Ryan Newman, and Alex Bowman would be your championship 16. Oh, but Matt DiBenedetto is tied with Alex Bowman. Hold on, what is the rules for that if you're tied in the playoffs? It would go to wins, but neither of the two have wins. So I guess it'd be top 10s, but I don't have that sitting in front of me. So I don't know. So Alex Bowman and Matt DiBurrito, they are battling for that last spot in the playoffs whenever that starts, which is going to be not soonish, but it's going to be eventually. And so yeah, there's your point standings. Now show me in victory lane. Yeah! With a weird number placement, I prefer it up front. I like the car with the up front number. I think it looks pretty cool. I also like the one on the side. There were some good cars where it looked good in the back, but Kyle Busch's is not one of them. But hey, you know what? We got a W in that car. He should have won here during the 2020 All-Star race. Chase Elliott just had a better run on him. And we replicated somewhat what kind of sort of happened at Bristol in 2022. We won at Bristol. That's the same thing. Kyle Busch did not wreck 99.9% of the field, and he definitely didn't lose all of his fans. And hey, you know what? We did it. We won. Clint Boyer had the fastest lap with 15.619. He had a pretty fast and pretty good run today, too. He also led 111 laps, which is not almost half the race, but a good majority of the race. On the move was David Reagan. He started 30th and finished 6th. Very good run for him today. And Dennis Hamlin started first, but ended up in 23rd. Man, that's gotta hurt. But man, Clint Boyer had a great race today, I gotta say. Kind of disappointed for him, but I won, so I don't care. But still kind of disappointed for him. David Reagan. Rick Rear Racing Car. Oh, he actually is a Rick Rear Racing Car. He did really well today. He finished in 6th. I didn't realize that the 36 was a Rick Rear Racing Car. But hey, now I know. So, yeah. And there's your little articles there. Finished event. Leave track. We had some issues. We couldn't get the difficulty fixed. We couldn't get the qualifying from session qualifying to just the straight up run some laps qualifying. We struggled with that. The game crashed more times than I did at Bristol today. We went to the back many times. We went many laps down. And somehow, some way, we did it. We won here at Bristol for our 3rd win of the... Oh my god. Okay, I rebooted the game. I cannot tell you guys how terrified I am right now. I finished the race, and the game crashed. I won the race, and the game crashed. Race modes, championship. It still says 22%. Are you kidding me? I wasted all afternoon. I spent 500 miles on this, and you decide to crash and ruin everything? I finally got another win. Oh my god. Why? That's it. I'm done. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Looks like we're going to do another race at Bristol. This is ridiculous. Honestly, I don't know who's to blame here. The stupid Switch, 704 games, I don't know. I don't want to blame all of them. I literally spent all afternoon. I spent 2 hours and 17 minutes constantly having to deal with this game crashing because it couldn't save a stupid adjustment to the difficulty or qualifying. So I spent more than 10 minutes. I probably spent like 30 minutes on that alone. Then I had to qualify. Then I had to do the entire race. All 500 miles of this stupid piece of junk. Wasted 2 hours of my life that I'm never going to get back. Won the race, by the way, which is harder than you think it is. And then it crashes. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I would really like to throw the Switch out the window, but I don't have the money for that. So, I'm just going to... I don't know. I'm going to end the video. I hope you guys win my technical win. I'll probably try to do a Bristol shootout or something. I'll make the AI super easy, so that way I can get my win again. The one that I deserve. I just can't believe it. I wasted 2 hours of my life that I'm never going to get back for something that wouldn't even save. I won the race. I tried so hard. I worked so hard for that win. I had to go past every Rick Rear racing car to ever exist. Everyone in the field was going like 50 miles an hour, and I somehow had to pass them, deal with the stupid heat physics on the apron, and still come up with a win. And what does this game do? It crashes. It doesn't even bother to save it. That's it. I'm done. I don't know if I'm done for the day. I don't know if I'm just done. For all you game developers out there, make sure you make a game that actually works. Because this is ridiculous. I'm done. I hope you enjoyed me actually winning this thing. And not me gonna have to restart all of this all over again. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Race on.